Hey guys, I decided to go ahead and read the next chapter since Joshua 20 is extremely short. So here we go. Welcome to Bible Study with Faith, where I'm reading the Bible out loud to you in a way that's easier to understand. This is the book of Joshua, and we are on chapter 21. Now the family heads. I had to make sure I was recording. Okay. Now the family heads of the Levites approached Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the other tribal families of Israel at Shiloh in Canaan, and said to them, "The Lord commanded through Moses that you give us towns to live in, with pasture lands for our livestock. So, as the Lord has commanded, the Israelites gave the Levites the following towns and pasture lands out of their own inheritance." Here we go again. The first lot came out. It seems like chapter 20 just doesn't even fit in with the rest of it. But now we're back to the same naming off lands and lands and lands and lands that were inherited by Jesus' people, like God's people, because Jesus doesn't exist yet. We're still in the Old Testament. Where was I? Okay. The first lot came out for the Kohathites, according to their clans, the Levites who were descendants of Aaron, the priest, were allotted 13 towns from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The rest of Kohath's descendants were allotted 10 towns from the clans of the tribes of Ephraim, Dan, and half of Manasseh. The descendants of Gershon were allotted 13 towns from the clans of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The descendants of Merari, according to their clans, received 12 towns from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the Israelites allotted to the Levites these towns and their pasture lands, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. From the tribes of Judah and Simeon, they allotted the following towns by name. These towns were assigned to the descendants of Aaron, who were from the Kohathites clan of the Levites, because the first lot fell to them. They gave them Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, with its surrounding pasture land, in the hill country of Judah. Arba was the forefather of Anak, but the fields and villages around the city they had given to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, as his possession. So to the descendants of Aaron, the priest, they gave Hebron, a city of refuge for one accused of murder. Libnah, so that's how 20 ties into 21, is right here at verse 13, chapter 21. It states that the descendants of Aaron, the priest, they gave Hebron, a city of refuge for one accused of murder. So this is the city that they run to when they're accused of murder and their assailants are not allowed to murder them. Revenge cannot be taken. Libnah, Jatir, Eshtemoh, Halan, Dabir, Ain, Juttah, and Beth Shemesh, together with their pasture lands, 9 towns from these 2 tribes. And from the tribe of Benjamin they gave them Gibeon, Geba, Anathoth, and Almon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. The total number of towns for the priests, the descendants of Aaron, came to 13, together with their pasture lands. The rest of the Kohathite clans of the Levites were allotted towns from the tribe of Ephraim. In the hill country of Ephraim, they were given Shashim, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, and Gazir, Kibzaim, and Beth Haran, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. Also from the tribe of Dan, they received Elteke, that's a rough one. Elteka, Gibbethon, Oh, the struggle is real. Aijalon and Gath Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From half the tribe of Manasseh, they received Tanekh and Gath Rimmon, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. All these 10 towns and their pasture lands were given to the rest of the Kohathite clans, the Levite clans of the Gershonites. We know that word. The Levite clans of the Gershonites were given from the half tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, and Be-eshtera, together with their pasture lands, 2 towns. From the tribe of Issachar, Gishan, Deberith, Jarmuth, and En-Ganim, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Asher, Mishal, Abdon, Helkath, and Rahab, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee, a city of refuge for one accused of murder. Hamath, Dor, and Kartan, together with their pasture lands, 3 towns. So we have another city of refuge. Kadesh in Galilee. Kadesh and Hebron so far are cities of refuge for people who have committed murder, whether it be purposeful or accidental. The total number of towns of the Gershonite clans came to 13, together with their pasture lands. The Merarite clans, the rest of the Levites were given. From the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam, Karta, Dimnah, and Nahalal, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Reuben, Bazer, Jahaz, Kedmoth, and Mephath, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns. From the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead, a city of refuge for one accused of murder, Mahanaim, Heshbon, and Jazer, together with their pasture lands, 4 towns in all. The number of towns allotted to the Merarite clans, who were the rest of the Levites, came to 12. The towns of the Levites in the territory held by the Israelites were 48 in all, together with their pasture lands. Each of these towns had pasture lands surrounding it. This was true for all towns. So the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. The Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their ancestors. Not one of their enemies withstood them. The Lord gave all their enemies into their hands. Not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Everyone was fulfilled. I don't think I really need to say anything about it. The ending of chapter 21, it really summed itself up. I'll read it again. Not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Not one of them failed. Every one of his promises were fulfilled, from giving them the land to having rest on all sides, to never being defeated, always being victorious. In Jesus' name. That's amazing. All right, guys. I look forward to reading chapter 22. If you would like to catch up, all you got to do is find a Bible. All you got to do is pick up a Bible. Any Bible will do, and read chapters 1 through 21 in the book of Joshua. Or you can find me at Jesus is a DJ, all one word, on my YouTube channel, and I'll do the reading for you. You can also find me on Snapchat or on my TikTok. See you next time.